guys, you're welcome back to Boyos Network. Thank you guys for always tuning in. I do really appreciate. The matter where they grant now be say all foreign prophets and evangelists working at the Synagogue Church of All Nations, founded by late Temitope Balogun Joshua, aka TB Joshua, have been deported to the various countries. Since the death of Joshua in June, they have been concerned over the leadership of the church. And his death led to leadership crisis involving his wife, Mrs. Evelyn Joshua, and some of the disciples who felt she was not qualified to lead the synagogue church. However, the church denied the report and said it was focused on giving TB Joshua befitting burial. Documents seen by Sahara reporters showed that during the lifetime of the world-renowned preacher, he kept his wife and family away from the public eyes and the politics in the church. He also removed Evelyn Joshua from synagogue's board of trustees. She was not also very visible in the church activities. While Mrs. Evelyn was not visible, Prophet Rizim Boswai from Senegal, Prophet Joseph David from Nigeria, and Prophet Christopher Dennis Tong from United Kingdom mostly stood in for TB Joshua before his demise. A source told Sahara reporter that leadership limbo has degenerated to the point where Prophet TB Joshua's evangelists were attacked and harassed by some members loyal to Evelyn. They were evicted from their official residence in synagogues, while others were held hostage in their rooms and their phone forcibly retrieved from them. It was also gathered that Mrs. Evelyn-led leadership also dragged some of the church officials, including the prophet mentioned above, to the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) over alleged misappropriation of funds. Amid the tussle, Evelyn initiated a move to force her way back into the church leadership. This could be seen in the fact that she secured a court injunction returning her to synagogue's board of trustees. Justice Tinjani Regine of Lagos Federal High Court has ordered the appointment of Mrs. Evelyn as a trustee of synagogues in line with the church constitution, which prescribes a minimum of 3 trustees from the church. Her appointment is said to be contrary to the action of her late husband, who allegedly removed her from the board of trustees before his death. In an attempt to lay the succession tussle to rest, synagogues confirmed Evelyn as the new leader of the church. Several reporters gathered that about 17 foreign prophets and evangelists of the church have been deported to their countries due to the petition written against them by Mrs. Evelyn. Those deported include Annette Easton, United Kingdom, Catherine Anna, United Kingdom, Ruth Christina Tong from United Kingdom, Christopher Dennis Tong from United Kingdom, and so many others. Recall that security operatives invaded the church and the prayer mountain simultaneously. The prayer mountain, which is a few minute drive from the main church, have been a resident of the late prophet and 5 senior prophets and some of the evangelists, while the remaining evangelists stayed at the church. 5 prophets and disciples, both Nigerians and foreign nationals, were held hostage the whole day and their handsets seized from them. Currently, all the Nigerian disciples have been shamefully evicted from the church, and the foreign ones have been deported to the various countries. She also wrote petition 20 of the evangelists and prophets, both Nigerians and foreign nationals, to the EFCC for alleged theft, fraud, and money laundering. The allegations are absolutely baseless. The case has been filed in the court, and EFCC have been served a restraining order since September 2021. And Mrs. Evelyn Joshua has also deported those foreign prophets and evangelists whose names are on the EFCC list to their countries without matter being investigated, even though they insisted that they wanted their names to be cleared of the allegation before leaving Nigeria. They were, however, forcibly deported on one-way tickets. Currently, the entire discipleship of the synagogue church have been disbanded and flushed out of the church by Mrs. Evelyn Joshua, who has now fully taken over the church administration as the new general overseer. All the disciples she accused of fraud were not charged to court, but they were all deported from the country on the 9th of October, 2 days after she deported all of the foreigners, claiming that she had withdrawn the EFCC case against them without any investigation. The EFCC officials started hunting the Nigerian disciples. All right, everyone. This new update concerning Synagogue's Church has generated a lot of reactions from so many people all around the world. We know Synagogue's Church is a church that is being respected all over the world. Ever since the demise of the prophet, as in nothing good has ever come out from Synagogue's Church, and which is very bad. And at the end of the day, all these things still goes around Mrs. Evelyn Joshua. And in all of this, the center of everything is Mrs. Evelyn Joshua. Does this, Mrs. Evelyn Joshua do that, Mrs. Evelyn Joshua this and that, and which is not good. First of all, the question people are asking now is that why the husband was alive, her voice was silent. They didn't hear her voice. Her husband did not get her involved. So why now? Why is she now doing all these things? Moreover, her husband have always built her church around those foreigners. These foreign prophets, they are the pillars of the church. The legacy built over the years by the prophet is just being destroyed just less than a few months. That if Mrs. Evelyn Joshua continue like this, she's going to collapse the church. These are action of deporting all the foreign prophets and the rest definitely is going to affect the church, because these prophets, they have always been the pillar of that church. What some people are trying to say now in the comment section is that she does not really have good plan for her husband, that she wants to destroy her husband's legacy. Maybe that is the reason why her husband has decided to remove her from there in the first place. Some are also of the opinion that the downfall of the church is just starting. And before we know it, so many secrets will be revealed by these ones they are driving away. While others are still of the opinion that she's planning to employ her own healers and prophets. That is the reason why she has to do all of that. Well, may the Holy Spirit visit the church. After all, the prophet, as if he knew all these things are going to happen before his death, he said, watch and pray. So I still believe, members of the Synagogue Church, you guys should always watch and pray, believing that God, everything is going to turn out good in due time. Hello, everyone. Everything is going to turn out well in good time. Hello, my viewers. I'm going to drop it here. Please, I would like to hear from you. Thank you very much for stopping by. I do really appreciate it.